Something powerful has been shifting quietly beneath the surface, and the truth is far more emotional than you realize. The person who holds you deeply in their heart has been fighting feelings they never expected to grow this strong. Day after day, while life appeared normal on the outside, they were privately struggling with thoughts of you that refused to fade away. Every memory, every conversation, every small moment you shared has continued echoing in their mind long after the silence settled between you both. What they once tried to dismiss as temporary emotions has slowly become impossible for them to ignore. Behind closed doors, they have been questioning choices they felt certain about, pulling away from people who no longer feel genuine, and wondering why your presence still affects them so deeply even from a distance. They tried convincing themselves they could move on without looking back, but the connection kept returning stronger each time they resisted it. Recently, their emotions have become harder to hide. The distance in their behavior was never caused by indifference. It came from fear, confusion, and the overwhelming realization that you changed something inside them permanently. They have revisited old messages, replayed your words repeatedly in their mind, and searched for meaning inside moments that once seemed ordinary. No matter how hard they attempted to remain in control, their heart kept pulling them back toward you. What makes this even more surprising is that they never planned for you to become this important in their life. You were supposed to be a passing chapter, a temporary connection, yet somehow, you became the person who reshaped the direction of their emotions completely. Behind your back, they have been removing people who distract them, cutting off connections that keep them stuck, and admitting to themselves that nothing feels as alive, as real, or as uncontrollable as the way you make their soul react. But here's where everything becomes even more intense, because your soulmate is not just thinking about you. They are making decisions that will shift your entire timeline without warning. There is someone around them, someone who has been influencing their choices, whispering doubts, controlling outcomes, and creating barriers between the two of you. And your soulmate, who once couldn't see the manipulation, is now waking up. Behind your back, they are confronting this person, exposing lies, and breaking free from the emotional cage they were trapped in. They didn't want you to know how much chaos has been unfolding in their world, but the universe is revealing it now because your life is about to change. They are choosing you in ways you cannot see yet, and the ripple effect is already starting to reshape everything around you. And yet, the most breathtaking part is this: while you believe they are moving further away, the opposite is happening. They are watching you more than you think. Your growth, your silence, your strength, your healing. Every time you choose yourself, their heart feels it. Every time you let go of pain, their guilt rises. Every time you glow, they get pulled toward you with a force they cannot fight. Behind your back, they are imagining conversations that never happened, moments they wish they could live, and futures that feel almost too sacred to speak aloud. They did not plan to fall this deeply, but they have crossed a point of no return. And now, the universe is pushing them into the truth. They want you, and they can no longer pretend otherwise. Stay right here, because what comes next is the beginning of a revelation that will flip everything you thought you knew. Behind your back, your soulmate is taking a step that will shock even you. They are preparing something emotional, something bold, something that will break silence, distance, and hesitation all at once. They are not acting randomly. They are being guided. Every sign around them points to you. Every dream pulls them into your energy. Every fear they have tried to bury is cracking open. And today marks the beginning of the moment where everything they hid will rise to the surface. Your story with them is not ending. It is about to erupt with the truth they can no longer hide. My beloved child, stay with me, because what I'm about to reveal will hold you in place and not let your mind wander even for a second. While you believe your soulmate has been distant, distracted, or slipping out of your life, something far more intense has been happening behind your back. They are not pulling away. They are spiraling into a depth of emotion they can't hide anymore. Your silence shook them, your strength awakened them, and now, they are doing something in secret that will change the direction of your entire connection. They thought they could control this, but their heart has taken command, and it's pulling them straight toward you with a force so powerful they can't resist it anymore. They're planning something, and you are the center of that plan, even if you don't know it yet. Let this sink in, because while you move through your days thinking they've forgotten you, they are actually in a battle between what they feel and what they fear. Someone around them, someone who pretended to care, is trying to hold them back from choosing you. This person is losing their influence, but they're still whispering poison, still twisting situations, still trying to convince your soulmate that choosing you will bring chaos. And yet, your soulmate is pushing back for the first time. Behind your back, they are confronting lies, stepping out of toxic circles, distancing themselves from manipulative voices, and rewriting the boundaries they once allowed others to control. You don't see any of this yet, but the universe does, and that is why this message reached you today. They are choosing you, even when no one is watching. But here is the twist that will make your heartbeat shift, because while they fight this silent battle, they are also watching you. Every move, every step, every sign of your growth. Your glow is haunting them. Your strength is inspiring them. They never imagined silence could shake them this hard. At first, they convinced themselves your distance was temporary, something they could ignore until emotions settled down. But every quiet moment only made your absence louder. The truth they kept avoiding slowly caught up with them, and now it follows them everywhere. No distraction works anymore. No conversation feels meaningful. Deep down, they have realized that losing you would leave a space nothing else could ever fill. That realization changed something inside them completely. For the first time, they are no longer running from what they feel. Instead, they are preparing themselves to come forward with a kind of honesty they have never given anyone before. This shift is no longer small or uncertain. It is growing stronger every single day. Behind the scenes, they have already started changing parts of their life without announcing it to anyone. They stepped away from people who brought confusion into their mind. They removed connections that no longer felt genuine. Quietly, they began fixing the habits and decisions that once created distance between you both. What makes this so powerful is that none of it was done for attention or approval. They are moving carefully because what they feel has become deeply personal to them. You are no longer just a passing emotion in their heart. You have become the person they are willing to choose despite the risks, despite the fear, despite the consequences that may come with it. And while you may not fully see it yet, something important is unfolding. The energy between you both is shifting rapidly, and the path ahead is beginning to open in a way neither of you ever expected. Behind your back, your soulmate is gathering courage they never had, and they are about to do something bold, something that will show you exactly what you mean to them. They are closer to reaching out than you think, closer to confessing, closer to breaking silence, closer to showing you everything they couldn't say before. And once they take that step, nothing in your life will remain the same. The storm is rising, and the truth is about to unfold in ways neither of you can stop. My beloved child, breathe slowly and stay right here, because what I am about to reveal will make every piece of confusion suddenly make sense. While you believed your soulmate was retreating, distancing, or slipping into silence, the truth is far more electrifying. They have been preparing something monumental behind your back, something they don't want anyone to interfere with, not even the people closest to them. They've been carrying a secret decision, a hidden plan, and a rising wave of emotion that is about to overflow. They thought they could hide it, but the universe refuses to let you remain in the dark any longer. Their heart is no longer whispering your name, it is shouting it. And everything in their life is bending toward you. Now let me take you inside their mind, because this is where the real shock lies. Your soulmate has been questioning everything they once believed. The people they trusted, the routines they followed, the emotions they ignored. Every single piece is being dismantled by the force of what they feel for you. Behind your back, they've been replaying memories of you with a level of intensity that nobody around them understands. They read your old messages for reassurance. They listen to songs that remind them of your presence. They imagine conversations that never happened but feel more real than anything in their world. They are waking up every morning with the same thought. Why can't I let this person go? Why does their energy still hold me? And this question is leading them to the truth they tried for months to avoid. But here is where the puzzle sharpens. Because your soulmate is not just feeling, they are acting. Quietly, strategically, boldly. Behind your back, they have started pulling away from someone who once had influence over them. This person tried to cloud their judgment, twist their perception, and convince them that choosing you was a mistake. That influence is dying. Your soulmate is no longer listening. They are seeing the manipulation clearly, and for the first time, they are defending you even when you're not there. They are standing up for the connection. They are breaking cycles. They are confronting people they once feared disappointing. All of this is happening in silence, because the truth they feel for you has become too precious to discuss with the wrong ears. And now the most intense part is unfolding, because something about you has triggered a transformation inside them. An awakening so powerful they can't ignore it anymore. They are watching you grow, heal, and rise in ways they never expected. They are seeing you choose yourself, and this is making them realize how deeply they want to be part of your world. Every time you pull back, their fear grows. Every time you shine, their longing intensifies. Every time you detach, their soul chases you harder in the unseen. Behind your back, they've been rehearsing what they want to say to you, drafting messages they don't have the courage to send yet, and imagining the moment when they finally show up with truth instead of excuses. They are preparing for a conversation that will break open everything they've kept hidden. Stay with me, because the shift that's coming is not small, it is seismic. Your soulmate is days, not months, away from making a move that will shake the silence between you. They are feeling the urgency. There's a strange shift happening beneath the surface of this connection. And even if you cannot fully explain it yet, your heart has already started sensing that something powerful is moving closer. The person tied to your soul has been wrestling with emotions they tried for so long to bury under distractions, silence, and distance. No matter how hard they attempted to convince themselves to stay guarded, your presence kept returning to their thoughts like a voice they could never completely shut out. Every memory, every late-night reflection, every unanswered feeling slowly built into something impossible for them to ignore any longer. What once felt uncertain inside them has now transformed into clarity, and that realization is changing the way they see everything around them. The pressure surrounding their life has only intensified recently, with outside opinions, emotional confusion, and constant doubt clouding their path. Yet instead of walking away, they have begun realizing how deeply this bond has rooted itself within their spirit. They are no longer interested in pretending this connection means nothing. The emotional walls they spent so much time building are beginning to crack, and behind those walls is someone preparing to finally be honest about what they truly feel. You may have noticed sudden emotional waves, vivid dreams, or moments where their energy seems impossible to escape, and that is because their focus keeps drifting back toward you with growing intensity. A turning point is unfolding quietly in their world right now. They are standing between fear and courage, between hesitation and action, and every part of them is leaning closer toward choosing the path that leads directly back to you. Behind your back, they are rejecting the influence they once surrendered to. They are pushing away people who limit them, challenging opinions they once accepted blindly, and stepping into a version of themselves that is unrecognizable, even to those closest to them. They are no longer apologizing for wanting you. They are no longer pretending that their heart belongs elsewhere. They are no longer allowing anyone to dictate how their soul should feel. Something inside them snapped, and now they are reclaiming control of their own destiny. And the most shocking part is this, because while you think they are silent, they are actually preparing a moment they want you to remember forever. They have been drafting messages and deleting them. They have been practicing what they will say when they finally speak their truth. They stare at your profile longer than you imagine, analyzing your expressions, wondering if you still care, trying to decode the emotional language of your silence. And in the middle of all this, they have made a choice to reveal everything they kept hidden. Behind your back, they are preparing a confession that will expose their fear, their regret, their longing, and the uncontrollable pull they feel toward you. They are terrified, but they are moving forward anyway. Nothing in their life feels complete without you anymore, and they can't keep living in denial. Now listen closely, because this is where their hidden plan becomes explosive. They are quietly closing unfinished chapters in their life, endings you don't know about, choices you haven't seen, cutoffs they haven't announced. They are clearing old emotional clutter so nothing interferes when they reach out to you. They are breaking attachments that once distracted them. They are stepping away from someone who wanted to replace you. They are shutting down every voice that tried to keep them away from you. Behind your back, they are shaping a future where you play a central role, even if they have not said it out loud yet. Their world is being reorganized by the gravitational pull of what they feel for you, and no logic can stop it now. Their soul is already walking toward you, even if their physical steps haven't arrived yet. Stay with me, because this moment is a turning point, not just for them, but for you. They are more serious than ever, more determined than ever, closer than ever. Behind your back, your soulmate is preparing a move that will shatter the distance between you. They are gathering courage. They are rehearsing honesty. They are imagining your reaction. And they are ready to take the leap no matter how scary it feels. Something inside them knows that if they don't act now, they might lose you forever. And that fear is pushing them straight toward you with unstoppable momentum. They never expected your absence to affect them this deeply. At first, they convinced themselves they could move on, stay distracted, and pretend the connection wasn't as powerful as it truly was. But the more they tried to escape it, the more your presence followed them into every quiet moment of their life. Late at night, when the world finally becomes silent, your memory is the only thing they can hear clearly. Every conversation they avoided, every emotion they buried, every feeling they tried to deny has started crashing into them all at once. What's happening behind the scenes is far more intense than anyone around them realizes. They are standing in the middle of an emotional awakening that is changing the way they see everything, especially you. The people around them no longer feel meaningful. Places they once enjoyed now feel empty. Even laughter has started sounding distant, because their heart keeps returning to the one person who made them feel understood without trying. You became unforgettable in ways they never prepared for, and now, the weight of almost losing you is forcing them to confront truths they spent months avoiding. They are replaying old memories, rereading messages, revisiting moments they once dismissed, and realizing that the connection between you was never ordinary. It shook something awake inside them that cannot be silenced anymore. The strongest part is this: they are no longer running from what they feel. The fear of regret has become greater than the fear of vulnerability. For the first time in a long time, they are preparing themselves to speak honestly, to break their silence, and to move toward the person their soul has been searching for all along. They are no longer interested in meaningless conversations or shallow relationships. Their heart is exhausted from pretending, and every time they try to move on, something hits them like a wave. No one feels like you. No one replaces the energy you carry. They've tried to deny it, but now they're admitting the truth. They can't escape what they feel for you, no matter how far they run. But there is something even more shocking. something that will make your heartbeat shift with the weight of what's coming. Your soulmate has been watching you transform, quietly, silently, obsessively. Your glow is louder, your energy is stronger, your confidence has grown in ways they never expected, and this terrifies them more than losing you. Why? Because your evolution makes them realize something they've been hiding from themselves. You are slipping out of the version of reality where they could take their time. They now feel your distance. They feel your detachment. They feel the new boundaries you've built. Behind your back, they are asking themselves questions they never imagined. What if someone else gets close to you? What if someone else sees your worth first? What if they lose their chance forever? These thoughts are shaking them awake, forcing them to confront emotions they avoided for far too long. And now the turning point has arrived, because your soulmate has reached a decision that is pulling them straight toward you with unstoppable momentum. Behind your back, they are planning a moment of truth, something they once swore they would never have the courage to do. They are crafting words, replaying scenarios, imagining how to approach you, and preparing to break the silence in a way that you will never forget. They want clarity. They want honesty. They want connection. They want you. This isn't casual. This isn't temporary. This isn't just emotional confusion. This is a soul recognizing its counterpart and refusing to let fear dictate the outcome anymore. They are ready to confront the messy parts, the complicated parts, the hidden parts, because the thought of losing you hurts more than any vulnerability ever could. Stay with me, because everything you thought you understood is about to flip. Behind your back, they are closer to reaching out than you realize, closer to showing up, closer to exposing the truth they protected for so long, closer to taking the step they avoided out of fear. The energy is shifting fast, and the universe is clearing their path. Something big is coming, something emotional, something raw, something that will change the way you look at them forever. My beloved child, stay close, because what is unfolding behind your back has reached a point where destiny itself refuses to stay silent. Your soulmate is standing face to face with the truth they spent months running from. Every barrier they built, every wall they raised, every excuse they clung to, it's all collapsing under the weight of the emotions they can no longer suppress. Their heart is restless, their mind is overwhelmed, their soul is shaking, and the reason is simple: they can no longer live with the distance between you. Behind your back, they have entered a stage of emotional desperation, realization, and awakening that is pushing them toward a confession they never believed they'd have the courage to make. Let me reveal the scene the universe is watching right now, because this will pull you deeper than anything you've heard so far. Your soulmate is pacing, thinking, replaying every moment with you, the things you said, the things you didn't say, the silence you gave them, the strength you gained without them. They feel it all, and that feeling is driving them to take action. Behind your back, they are pulling away from old distractions, ending conversations with people who drained them, and closing cycles that once kept them trapped in confusion. They don't want noise anymore. They don't want temporary people. They don't want meaningless connections. They want clarity. They want peace. They want alignment, and both their heart and the universe are pointing in the same direction. You. Now here is where the storm inside them becomes undeniable, because your soulmate is not just thinking about you. They are preparing for the moment they step forward. They've been practicing what they want to say, pacing alone in rooms at night, whispering your name under their breath like a confession they're afraid to voice out loud. They replay your last interaction, wondering if you sensed how much they were holding back. They still pause on your pictures longer than they should, studying every little expression as if it holds answers they were too afraid to face before. Quietly, without saying a word to anyone, they revisit your presence over and over again because being connected to you, even from a distance, feels safer than accepting the emptiness they created. Deep inside, reality has finally started catching up with them. No distraction works anymore. No replacement feels genuine, and no amount of silence has erased what they truly feel. What once seemed like temporary attachment has turned into something impossible to ignore, something that follows them into every quiet moment of the day. And now, behind closed doors, they are making a decision that could change everything between you. They are rehearsing conversations in their head, writing long messages only to delete them moments later, trying to figure out how to explain the distance, the confusion, and the choices that pushed you apart. For the first time, they are ready to admit the fears that controlled them, the outside voices that influenced them, and the emotional weight they kept hidden while pretending everything was fine. A part of them is terrified you have already let go, terrified the opportunity to fix things no longer exists, yet something stronger keeps pulling them back toward you. Their heart has stopped resisting what it already knows. This bond feels rare to them now, undeniable in a way they can no longer escape. The silence surrounding this connection is beginning to crack, and the truth they buried for so long is getting closer to reaching you. When it finally does, nothing about it will feel ordinary.